Hello, my friend. Welcome to week number 39 of Napoleon Hill's A Year of Growing Rich. I can't believe I've been doing this for 39 weeks, but let's get right to it. Today's is titled, Learn from Defeat. Every adversity, every failure, and every unpleasant experience carries with it the seed of an equivalent benefit, which may prove a blessing in disguise. Failure and defeat are the common language in which nature speaks to all people and brings them under a spirit of humility so that they may acquire wisdom and understanding. A wise man once said that it would be impossible to live with a person who had never failed or been defeated in any of his purposes. This same man discovered that people achieve success in almost exact proportion to the extent to which they meet the master adversity and defeat. And he made another important discovery. The truly great achievements were attained by men and women past the age of 50. And he expressed the opinion that most productive years of men and women engaged in brain work were from 60 to 70. Abraham Lincoln lost his mother when he was a very young child. No seed of an equivalent benefit in that, some may say, but his loss brought him a stepmother whose influence fired him with ambition to educate himself and rise in life. Marshall Field lost his retail store in the Great Chicago Fire, and with it almost all his money. Pointing to the smoldering ashes, he said, "On this very spot I will build the greatest retail store in the world." The great Marshall Field and Company, which now stands at State and Randolph Street in Chicago, testifies that there is the seed of an equivalent benefit in every adversity. Sometimes it takes courage, faith, and imagination to reveal that seed and germinate it into the full-blown flower of benefit, but it is always there. Consider, for example, the case of Michael L. Beanham, who at 86 was the world's greatest oil wildcatter with a personal fortune that numbered in the hundreds of millions. Ask him the secret of his success, and Mike Beanham would tell you he learned to keep right on going when things got tough. For example, he had barely made his first fortune when he took some bad advice and lost his shirt. Beanham turned defeat into victory by learning a prime lesson: to rely on his own judgment for crucial decisions. Consequently, he kept right on going to discover new oil reserves and exceeded the total petroleum used in all of history. Adversity hit him when he failed in an attempt to find productive oil reserves in the Philippines. Beanham bounced back saying, "It's all part of the game. You can't find oil everywhere. If you did, there would be no wildcatting, whatever." Our American society is repleted with examples of people who achieved fame and fortune by overcoming adversity. Even physical ailments and handicaps not impede you, as evidenced by Franklin D. Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt, Helen Keller, and Thomas Edison. Learn from defeat is Richard M. Davis of Morgantown, West Virginia, who fought his way up in coal mining business only to lose everything, including his home and furniture in the Great Depression. He learned that his reputation, which he salvaged by refusing to go into bankruptcy, was his greatest asset. With this alone, he overcame the challenge of adversity and paid off all his considerable debts. Davis became the president of the Davis-Wilson Coal Company in Morgantown, and, in addition to possessing great wealth, was one of the recognized leaders in the fight for international peace. You too can ride the success beam by learning to discover and build on the seed of an equivalent benefit in each of your setbacks. Two important facts of life stand out boldly. One is that defeat is some form inevitably overtakes each of us at one time or another. The other is that adversity brings the seed of an equivalent benefit, often in some hidden form. From analysis of these two facts, it is not difficult to recognize that the Creator intends us to gain strength, understanding, and wisdom through struggle. Adversity and defeat cause us to develop our wits and go forward. It is often difficult for us to recognize the potential of an equivalent benefit in our adversities while we are still suffering from the wounds. But time, the greatest of all healers, will disclose them to those who sincerely search for and believe they will find them. So I think that's a pretty good one. You know what? Learn from your defeats. Keep pressing forward. If other people have done it, you can do it too. So there you have it. Week number 39 of Napoleon Hill's A Year of Growing Rich. Make it a great day. Have a great week. And I will see you next time for week number 40.